Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats, and they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. So the Cincinnati Bearcats return man Hartley helped out the offense with that one. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
And back to the air on second down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to fire deep. Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. And they got him for the sack.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right, and his throw is incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for his man. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Wants to throw on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. The give from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Buys a little time with his feet. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They go to the ground. On the move at the 30. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. They've got the screen set up. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bearcats!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This pass passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the move, it's Everett. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Everett. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs, and having that conversion this early in the game.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
BYU 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip drill, he had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Cougars want to crank the tempo. Looking for space. It's Everett. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. He wants it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
That makes the score Cincinnati 7, BYU 3.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. At the 35, he's open. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. They run the reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the gun, running back on the move. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch called for and made. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's caught. Slips a tackle and he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Barry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll throw it. Finds the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. BYU now into the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
The give to the right. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Cougars get it past the sticks. On 1st and 10 from the 38. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score BYU 13, Cincinnati 7.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ohio is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Athens for some time. They're up by 17 over the Red Hawks of Miami.
He wants to start this drive with a pass.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. A 1st down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He's going to pass. Quarterback adapting. At the 35, he's got room. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing right. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 20, he's got space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some designed QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gain.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Field goal is good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Cincinnati. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Bearcats have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Being aware of the entire situation, maybe you just let that ball go out of bounds, but he makes the catch and he'll lose yardage.
2nd down coming up.
The back goes in motion. Wants to throw on second down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field goal.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Working the middle. It's complete. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Boone. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bearcats will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll bring it back. It's Harper. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Going with the counter play here. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. It's a draw. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. The running back has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
Brings up 2nd down.
After run, now throw. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
3rd down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
BYU 13.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Boone. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Wide out in motion. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. 1st down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now he's looking to throw it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab down the middle. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. The give to the back. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat. Heaves it deep. He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. On the ground with the counter. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. 3rd and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. He just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Barry. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Brings up second down.
They keep attacking through the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's moving out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. BYU right back to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. Drives into the pile just to pick up of 1. They'll spot it at the 10. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Keep it on the ground. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.